of the Spartan Media Network.
Now Spartans 2-on-1 in the zone. Shot! Goal! Another roof shot. 5-on-3 into the Spartan zone. What a save by Augustine. And now Michigan State back over the blue line. Right wide to Pascal out front. Goal!
It's time for the Adam Nightingale Show. Out the IBEW Mika 665 and more at IBEWNECA665.org. The Adam Nightingale Show is also brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance, Simple Human Sense, the Munn Team, Jan and John Munn at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Tommy Raines Realtors, Realtors that get results, the MSU Federal Credit Union. Spartan fans dream big with MSU Federal Credit Union. Coors Light, Mountain Cold Refreshment, Choose Chill, the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services, Raise Hope, and Foster Dream. Start your journey to becoming a foster parent today at michigan.gov/hope for a home. The Adam Nightingale Show is also presented by North Kitchen and Bar, making good times great. Love that. Crack some love back and see where it takes you. Meyer, the official grocer of Michigan State Athletics. Dean Trailways, the official ground transportation provider of Spartan Athletics. Make Dean Trailways your favorite ride. And by Shaheen Chevrolet, offering the largest inventory of new Chevys and pre-owned vehicles in Lansing. Buy, lease, trade in, or sell us your vehicle at ShaheenChevrolet.com. Relax and enjoy the Shaheen difference. Now, with head coach Adam Nightingale, here's Rob Woodward and the voice of Michigan State Spartan hockey, Scott Moore.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Adam Nightingale Show, presented by IBEW Mika 665. Coach is here, Woody is too, and for the next 60 minutes, we'll talk about last weekend's sweep against Lindenwood, this weekend's trip to Wisconsin, and a whole lot more. Plus, a bit later on the show, we'll be joined by sophomore forward Tommy Manisto. So come on over to One North Kitchen and Bar on West Saginaw. Join us for some dinner. And if you want to join the live audience for any of our coaches' shows, make your reservation by emailing Caleb at onenorthdining.com. That's the email address, CALEB at onenorthdining.com. Well, Coach, you faced a new team in Lindenwood, the Lindenwood Lions, over the weekend. Came out of the weekend with 2 shutouts by 2 different goaltenders and retained the number 1 in the nation ranking. Yeah, big round of applause for that. Fair to say that it was a good weekend of Spartan hockey.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I think a ton of respect for Lindenwood and them coming here. It's kind of the way it unfolded, right? We Colorado College canceled in June on us, so we were in a tough spot, and Billy McCullough does a great job, and I really like his approach to scheduling. He'll play anybody, anytime, anywhere, and so he brought us here to play, and I thought they made it hard on us, but we actually really played well, and I think they have a good balance. Right, he's taking over a program, but a good balance of defending hard, but also trying to create some offense. Sometimes you can fall into the trap of just taking over, that you just got to play defense, but you got to create too. And so they put us in some tough spots. But I thought both nights, I thought we were better on Sunday than we were on Friday. That's the whole goal.
One of the things on Sunday nights that I noticed about your team is I don't think you gave up a 10th shot until the 3rd period. What were you guys doing well to stifle their offense besides keeping some puck possession down in their zone?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's number one, right? Is if you can hang on to the puck and not chuck it around, you're not going to defend. And then, I thought the first night they were able to get to middle ice pretty consistent, through the neutral zone on us, and then that can lead to chances, or giving up shots. And so I thought our guys did a lot better job of that. And I think for our guys, right, you can fall into the trap. We can go play this game loose, and maybe you win it 8-3 and you feel better about yourself, but like we got bigger goals and just winning one. We want to be a repeatable winning hockey team, and I thought Sunday we did a lot of things like that.
Trey Augustine shutout Friday night. Luka DePascal shutout on Sunday. I said Mark did real well in that for Lindenwood as well. And I thought the highlight of the weekend was the check that Luca DePasqua laid up. Tell me you showed that to the fellas afterwards and film in practice.
We haven't yet, but it might end up in there. I mean, obviously, he made a play on the puck or whatever, and moved the puck up, and bumped into the guy. And I don't think he was looking to do it, but I think it's an interesting because the goalie. I've actually argued, and goalies probably wouldn't agree with me. If you come out of the net, you should be fair game. That's my approach on it, but I know that rule will never change. But obviously, Luca did a good job.
Yeah, but if you're on the delivering end of it, that's okay.
Exactly.
As long as it goes.
Yeah.
What aspect of the games as a whole over the weekend do you think you liked the most?
I mean, I think matured group of, when you step back, that could be an easy game where we're going to go and show everyone how good we are because we were ranked number one. It was go, let's go play team hockey. And, I thought our guys did that. I thought we moved the puck really well. We weren't perfect. We still got a lot to work on, but I thought that for us, the approach, kind of the next shift is all that matters, and rankings and all that stuff don't matter. We just got to keep getting better. And I thought we got better this week.
Knights, I'm curious, how many scoring chances did you give your team? I think you had 56 shots on Friday night. I'm curious on how many you gave yourselves, and then how many you had for Lindenwood as well.
I think on Friday we had 36, which would be high, really high.
That is high.
That's a high number. And I think we gave up 11, and then the next night we were at 22 and gave up 10.
Well, we will talk about Wisconsin as we go through the game. We'll get some questions from the audience when we return. We'll be back with more MSU hockey on the Adam Nightingale Show, powered by IBEW NICA 665, right after this on the Spartan Media Network.
With full electrification of our communities on the horizon, the electrical construction industry is rapidly growing. As an IBEW apprentice, you learn, graduate debt-free, and start a great career with excellent wages, family health care, and retirement benefits. IBEW 665 and the National Electrical Contractors the next generation of electricians. The future is electric. Learn more at IBEWNECA665.org.
Sometimes we're asked if you need to be a Spartan to be a member of Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. The answer is no. To be an MSU FCU member, you just need three things. 1, you love saving money and earning cash back. 2, you have a passion for supporting your community, just like we do. 3, when it comes to your future, you prefer to dream big. If this sounds like you, visit msufcu.org to get started. Of course, if you want to cheer on MSU, we're totally on board with that too. Go green.
Skill is a game changer. And when the doctors you know and trust team up with one of the nation's top health systems, the possibilities are endless. Sparrow is now University of Michigan Health Sparrow. So together, we can bring more specialized expertise, more of the latest treatments, and more of the best possible care closer to you. Discover what's possible at uofm.sparrow.org.
When you're a foster parent, you play a lot of roles. Provider, giving a foster child a safe home, healthy meals, and hope.
You're all there.
You're a cheerleader. Your family. You would do anything for a child in your care.
Every day is different. Every need is different. But one of the most impactful roles you can play in life is being a foster parent. See why at michigan.gov/hope for a home. A message from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services.
Just
3, 2, 1.
welcome back to the Coach Adam Nightingale Show, powered by IBEW NICA 665. That's right. If it's December, that means it's holiday music time. Whether you're both across town or across the nation, the Mun team can help. You're in the market to buy, sell, or both. Check out the Mun team online at munteam.com. Jan and John Munn, serving buyers and sellers since 1985. They are who get results. Well, Rob, the audience, the wireless microphone. We'll start it off with Greg up front here. Greg?
Yeah, and I came in and gave Bree a fist bump and knocked his water glass all over his pants.
Geez.
So I think he wants to give me a little forearm shiver like Luca DePasqua did in that game. Sorry, Bree.
You're forgiven, Boo. Good evening, Adam.
How we doing?
There's two guys obviously well qualified for the World Juniors. Are there any players that have a shot of representing their own country?
No, you're right. I mean, I think with Trey and Max getting a chance to do it again, I think this is Max's fourth and maybe Trey's third, which is pretty unheard of to do it that many times. And obviously, the U.S. Won the gold last year, and Trey was the backbone of that team, so he's going to have to be good again for them. So quite an honor to have two guys off our team, and Shane Van Sage is the only other guy on our team that's eligible. So it's 2005, 2006, maybe a 2007 birth year, and Shane's a 2006. So he's had a great start for us. Obviously I'm biased, but I believe he's a guy that should be there, and he's still got to keep getting better. So right now he's not, but you just never know. There's still some hockey to be played, and if there's an injury or something, I'm sure his name will be called.
And that could be the quality of Team USA too. That if a player like Shane Van Sage doesn't get the call, that means that's pretty good.
Yeah. I just think Shane's a guy that helps you win. I think he can play. He can play in a variety of different roles, but I also think for Shane to understand is I think coming into the year, I don't think he was in the conversation at all, and now he's knocking on the door. So he's doing a lot of good stuff, and whether he gets invited or not, he should keep on that track.
Kind of like Patrick Geary last year.
Exactly. Yep.
Exactly like that. Back to the audience, Bird.
Yeah, Scott, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Congratulations, Coach, on the weekend.
Thanks, Bert.
That was great defense Sunday. Probably the best defense I've seen in a long time.
Thank you.
Hey, I was wondering what the status is of Red there. He looked like he took a slash or something. I seen him going off.
Yeah, he's doing better, and thankful we have the coverage we have with our team, our doctors and our trainers. He's in good hands, and his job is to be honest with him now, and he'll be back sooner than later.
Okay, Gail has a question for you.
I was just going to say I'm really appreciative of how DePasco, obviously his last name, played on Saturday, and I'm hoping he gets a little bit more time, even though Trey's awesome too.
Yeah, no, I appreciate the feedback on it. I agree with you. I think he's done a heck of a job, and I think that's where I really respect Luca. It's not easy, right? He's competitive and wants to play, and Trey's done a heck of a job in there and grabbed the net. But it's nice to know for our team, and I also think that Luca should have confidence that even though he hasn't played games, the work him and Jared DeMichael have done to improve his game is obviously to step in and play like he has. He's improving, and that's what it's all about. So he'll definitely be in the net here, sooner than later, and we got a ton of confidence in him.
Well, you're going to have him for the Great Lakes Invitational, assuming Trey is gone, and maybe even for that Wisconsin series.
Exactly. Yep. So we need him to be good.
All right, got another one in the back.
Hi, Coach. Great weekend. Loved it.
Thank you.
I've got a silly girl question, please.
Oh, you're good.
And I've been to all of the home games one night of the weekend each time. It just seems to me like we've had, and I've been having these season tickets for 16 years now. It just seems to me like this year we've had more broken sticks than I've ever seen. Is that just me, or is there a reason? Is the ice different, or what the heck?
Those carbon sticks aren't supposed to.
Yeah, no, but I do think you're onto something. I mean, they've made the sticks, it's like skates, right? They've made them so light. The problem is they break down, and the sticks are, I mean, every one of them is lighter and lighter and lighter. So when you do that, you're taking off some strength to them, and so it's probably why you're seeing more sticks breaks. I don't have the numbers. I could, we could get Tom McGee on the show and probably talk about the numbers. And Alan hasn't called me on the budget for the sticks yet, so we're going to keep using the same sticks.
He will pretty soon if they keep breaking.
Yeah. Well, I don't disagree with you there.
So, you're a humble guy. It's one of your endearing qualities. So I'm curious on your take on this. Number one for the second week in a row. And I know you don't like talking about it, but it does bring a lot of joy to the fan base, and the fans like talking about it. And I'm even getting texts from guys who used to play with saying, how awesome is this? We're number one in the country. But I wonder what your take is on that. It's been a long time since we've been number one during the regular season. And do you address the team at all about it?
Yeah, I mean, I think that we are proud of that, right? And it doesn't, not that rankings. Again, we try to focus on things that have substance. Rankings, I think they'll opinions. I really don't think we talked to our group about it in general, right? Is don't concern yourself with other people's opinions of you. Your reputation is what matters, and their opinions will change. But I also, I'm excited for our fans, our alumni, and to be proud of our team. And they'll change throughout the year, right? It's a long season. It's hard to stay there, but it's not something we like went into when we took over. Hey, we got to be we want to be ranked one, but I also think for our guys long term for their development is we're not sneaking up on anyone, so you're going to see everyone's best. So if you want to win a hockey game, you got to play your best.
One thing I wanted to mention at least was on Friday night. Isaac Howard, team leading scorer, 7 goals now, 15 points in just 12 games. But the move he put on for that penalty shot was one of the prettiest and maybe most creative ones I've seen in a long time. It's no wonder he has 3 votes in the rapid fire question so far for who would you pull out first for a shootout.
Yeah. No, he, this will be the 4th year I got a chance to coach Ike, so I've seen him do that a number of times in practice, whether we do it at the end and when he goes down the left side. For me, I can kind of get a sense to what he's thinking, and that's where we're thankful to have players like Ike and a number of our guys, and because they he's got some things that we're never going to be able to teach him, that he's God-given ability he's worked hard at, and but yeah, he's definitely a talent. Unfortunately, we have him.
Bert brought up Red. How about the guy that, kind of took his place during that game on Sunday? Griffin Jarecki ended up with 3 shots on the night. You talked a little bit about him during our post-game interview nights, but good to see him when he got an opportunity to step up. How do you think he played overall?
I thought he did a great job, and I think Griff's, for the year and a half he's been here, I got a ton of respect for him because he's battled, and it hasn't been easy, right? He hasn't been in the lineup a ton, and but he's got a great attitude in practice, and went in, played against the U.S. team, had a really good game, scored a goal, and then he's back out of the lineup, and that's you really got to lose yourself in the team to keep your energy. And even to start the game, we had 13 forwards, and he missed a couple shifts, and he was talking to guys on the bench, and he was engaged, and that's a classic example, is you never know what's going to happen, and there was an opening there, and he took advantage of it.
Well, Spartan fans, gear up with an MSU FCU Visa credit card featuring the Spartan helmet. It's the perfect way to show your Spartan pride while earning cash back on every purchase. Apply now at msufcu.org and make every a proud Spartan moment. Live dancing with the Spartan Nightingale. The show is powered by IBEW Nika 665. Talk so next. You're listening. Nightingale.
The U.S. is experiencing the worst blood shortage we've seen in 20 years. Give blood this season, and you can help save up to 3 lives each time. Join me and Abbott so we can save more lives together. Let's make Spartan Nation the #1 blood donor in the Big Ten.
Join me as I take a deep dive into the least insulted ticketing app in history, SeatGeek. Did SeatGeek invent the ticket? No, but we do make them work. Drum roll, please. Ooh, how do I use the Seat View feature?
It shows seats with a pole blocking the view. Don't buy those.
What if I want to sit behind a pole?
Buy those.
Join me as I bore you to death with a series of interviews about a ticketing app that just does what it's supposed to do.
The U.S. is experiencing the worst blood shortage we've seen in 20 years. Give blood this season, and you can help save up to 3 lives each time. Join me and Abbott so we can save more lives together. Let's make Spartan Nation the #1 blood donor in the Big Ten.
To chill or not to chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And we planned ahead to bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice cold can open with music to your ears already. Coors Light, choose chill. Celebrate 2024 Company, Colorado.
There is something to be said for experience. No matter what field you're talking about, someone who's been there and done that gives you a better chance at a satisfying outcome. Same can be said for realtors. When you're buying or selling a home, you want to One team. Jan and John Long have made real estate business for a combined 50 years. So when you market, contact the MUN team. Get more information online at munteam.com. Realtors who get results.
Three, two, one.
Welcome back, everyone. We're back live with more of the Adam Nightingale Show, powered by IBEW NICA 665. Frankly, you'll want to join us for the Michigan Sports Brief every weekday on Spartan Media Network radio stations all across the state of Michigan. It's presented by Frankenmuth Insurance. Find your local independent agent online at fmins.com. Well, it is my pleasure to introduce number 10 from, I'm going to try this, Riihimäki, Finland. Did I do all right with it?
Yeah, that was good.
Tommy says, this is Toby Manisto. Tommy Manisto. I'll get his name right one of these days. We got plenty of questions for you. We're going to start it off, though, in the audience. Greg has a question for
How
you.
you doing, Tommy?
Good. How are you?
Good score the other day.
Thank you.
What's the biggest difference between country and this country?
It's kind of a lot. I think the biggest one is like in Finland, people don't talk that much. So like here, like the small talk and everything, like how you doing and everything. Like we don't have that almost at all in Finland. So that's like kind of big difference. Yeah, food is a little different. For example, like when I came here, like I didn't know at first like what to buy. Of course, there's like similar stuff, but then you get to see it and get the routines going and stuff. So food is one. What else? The language, like
that's a problem. Woody and times.
How many different languages do you speak?
I speak only Finnish and English.
Finnish and English, not Sweden, not Swedish.
I mean, we need to study that in school, but it never like came up with me. So like I studied like 4 maybe years, but okay. I don't know a lot.
Well, see, you're doing all right with the small talk here. It's a good start. So, and I read that Finland ranks number 1 in the world as the happiest country of anywhere. So you don't like to talk, but you're happy. So maybe, I don't know, maybe you guys are onto something there. What do you miss most from home?
I mean, of course, family. Family is big. Like, so luckily, nowadays we can talk on the phone, like FaceTime and everything. So that's probably the biggest one I miss.
I'm curious. Like I think you're probably the fastest skater on the team. I don't know. Nice. What do you think?
Yeah,
okay, agree with that. So I wish they had a stat for players that negate icing. Scotty and I talk about that during the broadcast sometimes. I swear you'd be number 1 in the country for that. If a young player came up to you and said, how do I get to be a faster skater? What advice would you give them?
I think at this point you should go to my dad. Talk
That's how you did it.
Call your dad. All right.
Yeah, talk to him. But like, of course, always you need to work hard, like and like do everything as like hard and as like good as you can. So that's how you get better and like also faster.
I think too with Tommy is obviously he's explosive, right, and athletic, and his parents he's got genes, but a lot of being fast is like really truly wanting to get to the puck, and I think Tommy has that in spades. Where a lot of those icings, he's determined, and he finds another gear because he actually wants to get there.
I don't know if folks here in the room or listening understand this, but Tommy, your mom and dad are elite competitive weightlifters with 73 medals between the two of them. Did you go to weightlifting things when you were a kid with mom and dad?
Yeah. When I was younger, we traveled like maybe once, twice a year, like different places, like where they had like the competitions. So yeah, like we went along, but like for a gym, they didn't like never forced us, like me or my brother, to go like with them. So that was like something they want, like if I ever want to go or like want to start going with them, like that's my decision. Like they didn't never force us to like do anything.
But you do list weightlifting as one of the things you like to do.
Yeah, I like to be at the gym.
Okay. I would imagine that with a mom who has 20 weightlifting gold medals to her credit, the instance of back talk at home is probably not even a thing. That backhand to you would send you across the room.
Yeah.
That's how he became a hockey player. Scott. He had to get tough.
That could be. That could be. You know, Woody and I always talk about things during the game. The third goal of the game being the most important one. On Friday night, you got the third goal of the game with just 4:06 left in the game. And oh my goodness, once I saw it from the opposite angle, walk us through that. That was a beauty.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think too much there. I just yeah, I don't know. I
You just
didn't
let it go.
Yeah. Like it kind of. I felt like it kind of came from the spine. Like I didn't think too much. And yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, I thought what was just as good as that goal was the block you had kind of towards the end of the game. It was 4-0, but we're playing to preserve that shutout for Trey, right? You took that block, I don't know, 1.5 minutes ago in the game. Knights, what does Tommy bring? You talk about speed, desire. What else does he bring to the team? How did you find him?
Well, Tommy brings a ton, and I think we actually talked to the team about that. And he's had multiple chances to score, and obviously every hockey player wants to score, but there's way more to the game. And Tommy's a winning hockey player. He's obviously his speed. He's competitive. He's physical. He's detailed. He can. His energy doesn't dip. If say we go on the power play for a while, and then all of a sudden his line's up. He's able to bring energy and make the guys around him better. And we're thankful we have him. And, I think that the other thing that we really enjoy about Tommy is he's low maintenance, and that's what we're looking for. And it doesn't mean you don't advocate for yourself and stick up for yourself, but also we're looking for people that are low maintenance, and he's a poster boy. And, Tommy, we got a call that he was looking at going to college. I think he was looking at 3 schools, and we did a Zoom with him. And, Tommy had never been here before, right? So he
didn't play juniors, right?
He's playing junior over in Finland.
In Finland, yeah, but not
over here. Yep. So that's a big jump too, right? Even the pace of play, I think we talked about it early when he got here. It's it's a little more controlled than the league he was in, but I think this has been good for him because obviously he can use his speed.
Last year in the World Junior Championships, you were a member of Team Finland. What was that experience like for you?
I mean, it was super nice. Like I enjoyed so much playing there. Like also that time, like I was able to go home that time, like the Christmas also. That was super nice. Meet the family. I was feeling so good the whole time. So
you got some points really early in that tournament too. I think you were feeling good.
Yeah. I had super good feeling. I felt like I was like super relaxed and like I was just enjoying it. Like
how odd was it when you lined up against teammates? Because Max was there and Trey was there and Ike was there.
I think always fun. Like to play against like teammates or former teammates, it's always fun.
He did a heck of a job. I mean, I think Tommy too. He was named top 3 players for the Finnish team. I mean, that's that's the most prestigious tournament for an under 20 player to represent your country. Then to be named one of the top 3 players is a pretty special moment for Tommy in our program.
I've got one more question, Scott, before we go to break. So you got those classic Finnish jerseys that we've seen in the Olympics or the World Juniors. Am I pronouncing it correctly? Because it doesn't say Finland on there. It says Suomi. Am I saying that right?
Kind of. It's Suomi.
Suomi.
Okay,
right. I've always wondered.
All right.
And now I know.
And that is the educational content in this show for tonight.
I'm here for you.
The electrical contractors of IBEW NECA 665 provide the safest, highest quality electrical work at the best value to their customers. Find out more online at IBEWNECA665.org. Tommy, we'll have you hang around for just a little bit because we've got some special questions for you. We'll be back with more of the Adam Nightingale Show, powered by IBEW NECA 665 after this on the Spartan Media Network.
Sometimes we're asked if you need to be a Spartan to be a member of Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. The answer is no. To be an MSU FCU member, you just need 3 things. 1. You love saving money and earning cash back. 2. You have a passion for supporting your community, just like we do. 3. When it comes to your future, you prefer to dream big. If this sounds like you, visit msufcu.org to get started. Of course, if you want to cheer on MSU, we're totally on board with that too. Go green.
It's Black Friday savings all along here at Shaheen Chevrolet. Why wait? Beat the Black Friday rush and take advantage of epic deals right now. Drive home a winter-ready Silverado for $197 a month and save over $10,000. Get the popular Equinox LT for just $194 a month, or the Sport Trax for $257 a month. Don't wait. Don't overpay. Get special pricing today. Stop by 630 American Road in Lansing or ShaheenChevrolet.com. Together, let's ride.
Hey, Dad. Did you get a new haircut or something? A new shirt? You're looking good.
What happened?
A little fender bender?
How little?
A few days in the shop little, but thanks to Mom and our agent, we've already submitted a claim and can track the status right from the app. Auto Owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Sounds like simple human sense.
I'm fine, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
Ask your independent agent if Auto Owners makes sense for you.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friends get your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And planned ahead, bringing Coors Light. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome back. We're back with more of the Adam Nightingale Show, powered by IBEW NECA 665. You know, whenever you shop Meijer, you help support food rescue programs and their Simply Give initiative. You help provide a bright future for kids and support sustainability in our communities. Learn more at Meijer.com. Well, Tommy, we've got a special set of questions for you. I'll let Rob kind of set this up. We've been doing the same thing with all of the guys this year.
But this is the first time that Tommy's been to a show, right?
That's right. That's right.
So we're asking 10 questions, rapid fire type questions. So the first thing that comes to your mind, you just let us know. We're keeping track on what everybody says. Everybody's had the exact same question.
You got to give me a little bit of time because there may be some Finnish names in here
Yeah,
that I got to write down.
I know.
So.
I'm looking at this. I'm like, oh, I think all these are all right for him. So you ready?
Yep.
Favorite hockey player as a kid?
Didn't have one.
You didn't have one.
I didn't have one.
All right.
Oh,
that's
okay.
a first. I like it.
That is a first.
Other than hockey, what sport are you best at?
Weightlifting.
I kind of figured that was coming.
So what 2 NHL players, and they could be current or retired, would be your dream line mates?
Probably Teemu Selänne. That's one. Let's just say McDavid here.
And what was the second?
McDavid.
Oh, yeah, McDavid. Okay.
Okay, yeah,
Connor,
that's kind of good.
Which teammate or who do you bring to an escape room?
Probably Ross. Ross, he's a smart guy.
Okay. Who on the team is most likely to end up dating a celebrity? And you can pick yourself if you'd like.
Ike.
Okay.
Which teammate is most likely to end up a coach?
Bass.
Coach Knights needs you to dig a 5-foot by 5-foot trench, and you have to have it done in 5 minutes. Which teammate do you bring with you?
Shane.
Who on the team would win a Dancing with the Stars competition?
Max.
Max, okay.
Yeah.
Mags? T. McGee?
No.
Did I miss it?
Very different.
Okay.
Very different.
We got a party going on here. I'm like, hey, all right, there's a 1 vote for T. You're the coach. Who do you send out first in a shootout?
Ike. Yeah.
All right, now I'm curious on what you're going to say about this because I know the Finnish like their saunas. Or is it sauna? Sauna or sauna? Sauna?
Sauna.
What's
Sauna.
the best thing that you enjoy about Mun Arena?
Oh boy, there's so much.
You made you're done playing hockey, whatever that.
Here's amazing.
Okay.
I don't know what I do.
That's okay.
Something probably like connected to sports.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I enjoy sports. That's my whole life. So something connected to sports.
All right. There you go, everybody. Number 10, Tommy Manisto. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Rob, it's time for another one of your memorable moments here. What do you have for us tonight?
Well, earlier I had mentioned we had one of our memorable moments, the largest crowd ever at MUN, which was 7,225 people back on November 10th of 2012, the 17 went over Michigan. But I kind of started thinking, what were some of the other crowds like? The top 10. And 7 of those, the top 7 are against Michigan. But there's 3 more that weren't against Michigan. Does anybody have a clue who those 3 games might be against? Well, number 10, Scotty, you got to.
I was going to say one of them could be Lake Superior.
Close. Number 10, on February 11th of 2000, there was a 3-2 win over Northern Michigan.
Okay.
That was 69-43. 9th place game, we had 10 more people, 6,953. That was March 4th, 2000 against Notre Dame, a 5-3 win.
Okay.
And then the 8th largest crowd ever was February 12th, 2000. And that was against Northern Michigan as well.
Okay.
69-91, a 2-0 win. That's our memorable moment of the week.
All right.
Crowds have been fantastic all year.
You bet they have. Thanks for digging all that up. The Adam Nightingale Show, powered by IBEW NICA 665, will continue right after this time out on the Spartan Media Network.
Do you need an electric vehicle charger installed? Whether for a home, business, school, or more, IBEW NICA 665 contractors are the experts in EV charging installation. Our electricians are advanced training and certification through the Electric Vehicle Infrastructure Training Program, or EVITP. The EVITP gives us the most comprehensive training available, which means we install EV chargers to the highest standards of quality and safety. Visit IBEWNECA665.org to find a contractor for your next project.
Skill is a game changer. And when the doctors you know and trust team up with one of the nation's top health systems, the possibilities are endless. Sparrow is now University of Michigan Health Sparrow. So together, we can bring more specialized expertise, more of the latest treatments, and more of the best possible care closer to you. Discover what's possible at uofmhealthsparrow.org.
So, got one for you, boss.
Oh, yeah?
What's black, white, and dented all over?
I give up.
The company truck. I know, but thanks to our agent, we've already submitted an insurance claim and can track the status right from the app. Auto owners pays what they owe without any hassle.
Lucky for you, that's simple human sense.
Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you.
Hey Spartans, when it's game time, it's One North time. Just minutes from Michigan State University, One North Kitchen and Bar is your go-to spot for scratch cooking and world-class hospitality. When you're celebrating a win or catching up with friends, we've got the perfect dish to make every moment special. Join us for the MSU Coaches Shows and get closer to the action with the voices that bring Spartan spirit to life. Visit One North, where Spartan pride meets memorable meals.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome back, everyone. We are back with more of the Adam Nightingale Show, live from One North Kitchen Bar, and we're brought to you by IBEW NICA 665. Our show today comes to you live from One North Kitchen and Bar in Lansing. One North Kitchen and Bar offers outdoor seating, curbside pickup, and don't forget all the MSU Coaches Shows Make your reservation by emailing Caleb at onenorthdining.com. That's CALEB at onenorthdining.com. We're having a little bit of an equipment issue, but we do have a question for the coach. So, Adam, I'm going to hand you my headset while I try to fix your headset.
All right, thanks, Scott.
Congratulations, Coach, and thank you for bringing us our ranking and our team. We're
thank
very
you.
proud of what you've done
Thank
these
you.
last 2 years. Fantastic.
Thank you.
My question is, Friday night, with about a minute left, we had that 5-minute major. What if that would have happened on a Sunday with, say, a minute or so left? Would they go to a shootout? Or how does that work when they call a major like that, a 5-minute major, and it's right towards the end?
Yeah, just had they tied the game up, we would have been shorthanded going into overtime. Then it would have been 4-on-3. So any penalty, that with still time left, and obviously it being a major. So the first night had they scored multiple goals, and then bang, it would have went into overtime, and they would have still had a 4-on-3 power play. Does that make sense? Oh no, we were down a man. We were down a man. Yeah, we were down a man. They gave, I think Westy got a 10-minute misconduct, but those don't go up on the board. And then they actually pulled their goalie, so it was 6-on-4 to finish that last 30 seconds. And then Tommy had that big block.
Okay, Rob. Now we've got Coach's headset, so he and I have to swap. So why don't you give us a college hockey fun fact?
I got a good one tonight. It was Thanksgiving weekend, right? I hope everybody had a good time with family, a good meal. I know I put on a few extra pounds. How about you, Knights? A couple, maybe? I got me thinking, who has the heaviest team in college hockey?
Whoa.
It's Cornell. Cornell comes in at 195.5 pounds. This is according to College Hockey News. What's the heaviest Big Ten team? That's Notre Dame at 190.2. The lightest team, they must have not been getting much turkey.
No.
That was Mercyhurst, and they come in at 179.3. Where does Michigan State fall in there? I obviously wasn't getting weighed in for this one. MSU comes in at 184.3 pounds. That's our college hockey fun fact of the week.
Yeah, nice. I think we would have taken over first place if we'd added you and I to that.
Well, maybe next week I'll have the radio guys average weight.
Okay, now it's time for our Alumni Hall trivia. And we have a special question for tonight. The winner gets tickets to an MSU home game. You'll pick up your tickets at the Alumni Hall retail location at Eastwood Town Center in Lansing. And here's the question for this week. In honor of us being joined by Tomi Manisto, he is the first Spartan to hail from Finland to ever play at Michigan State. So he's one of a kind. But counting Tomi, there have been 4 Spartans to hail from the Scandinavian peninsula. Okay. Who was the first Spartan from one of the 3 countries on the Scandinavian peninsula? Norway, Sweden, Finland. That's the question tonight. Rob has the wireless microphone. We're looking. Get your hand up if you think you have the answer. I'm not seeing a whole lot of friends on, so I will tell you this much. Here's your first clue. He was from Oslo, Norway. Does anyone have an idea about a Norwegian Spartan hockey player? We got a guest coming up out in the audience.
Gerhoff.
Gerhoff is correct. So you win the prize from Alumni Hall, a couple of tickets to an upcoming game. He wore the same number that Tomi wears, number 10, represented his homeland in the Olympics. I'm not sure people realize this. 3 times, in Calgary in 88, Albertville in 92, and Lillehammer in 94. And he was a 4-time participant in the IIHF World Championships. So
It's remarkable, yeah.
Gerhoff, he got 6 goals, 20 assists, and 26 total points in 2 Spartan seasons. And that is our Alumni Hall trivia question for tonight. One thing I wanted to bring up, Coach, this kind of crossed my desk the other day. The information about graduation rates came out last week. And the Spartans did very, very well in that federal graduation rate of 80%. So 80% of the athletes that come through the program wind up graduating. That is the second highest mark ever for the athletic department here. And the graduation success rate is 91%. Which is 1% below the school's all-time record. That's fantastic when you've got athletes coming in here, and that makes account for athletes that may leave and play professionally and then come back and finish their degree too. It really puts the student athlete.
No doubt. I mean, I think that's at the end of the day. I mean, obviously we want to win hockey games and football games and basketball games and soccer games and everything, but that is why, we exist, right? And trying to set them up for their next 70 years of life and being doing your job in the classroom. I think that we had a head coaches meeting this week, and I think that number put us as a university 4th of all Power 5 schools, which is pretty amazing. So, we're excited about that. And I even look at our group. D-Mike says it all the time, how you do one thing is how you do everything. And we're looking at trying to recruit. We talked about Tommy being low maintenance, but the more time we got to be on you about the classroom, the less time we can spend on hockey. So we want kids to take care of it in the classroom.
Well, the folks at Student
Melissa does a great job. Melissa Talent does a great job. And, there's a lot to that. It's mapping out the schedule and keeping them on track and finding tutors and, finding a balance. And when a kid needs help, and then when it's, hey, no, you don't need help. You actually can do this. And we got to stop holding your hand here, and you got to, because that's how the real world works. So she does a great job, and a big reason our guys do well in the classroom.
What was your major, Knights?
I was human resources with a cognate in economics. So I'm not sure what that means, but that was when I transferred. I think I could go into that or fashion design management were my 2 options. So. Still thought I could have made a career out of that.
That lays waste to my TV and radio majors.
Hey, that's why all the stuff at Mun's looking so good lately, right?
And I have zero to do with that.
Raise hope and foster dreams by starting your journey to becoming a foster parent today. Visit michigan.gov/hope for a home to learn more on how you can support children of all ages in our community. We are live with the head coach of the Spartans, Adam Nightingale. Tonight's show powered by IBEW NICA 665. Stay with us. We're back to talk about the Badgers. You're listening to the Adam Nightingale Show.
The U.S. is experiencing the worst blood shortage we've seen in 20 years. Give blood this season, and you can help save up to 3 lives each time. Join me and Abbott so we can save more lives together. Let's make Spartan Nation the #1 blood donor in the Big Ten.
Join me as I take a deep dive into the least insulted ticketing app in history, SeatGeek. Did SeatGeek invent the ticket? No, but we do make them work. Drum roll, please. Ooh, how do I use the seat view feature?
It shows seats with a pole blocking the view. Don't buy those.
What if I want to sit behind a pole?
Buy those.
Join me as I bore you to death with a series of interviews about a ticketing app that just does what it's supposed to do.
The U.S. is experiencing the worst blood shortage we've seen in 20 years. Give blood this season, and you can help save up to 3 lives each time. Join me and Abbott so we can save more lives together. Let's make Spartan Nation the #1 blood donor in the Big Ten.
Touchdowns! On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
It's Black Friday savings all month long here at Shaheen Chevrolet. Why wait? Beat the Black Friday rush and take advantage of epic deals right now.
Drive home a winter-ready Silverado for $197 a month. Save over $10,000.
Get the popular Equinox LT for just $194 a month.
Or a sporty new Trax for $257 a month.
Don't wait. Don't overpay. Get special pricing today.
Stop by 632 American Road in Lansing or ShaheenChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
Three, two, one.
Welcome back to the Adam Nightingale Show, powered by IBEW NICA 665. If you miss any of our shows or any of the coaches' shows, and you want to hear them or even watch them again, go to where you get your podcasts and search Spartan Media Network, and you'll be able to catch up on everything. Well, this week, it's back to Big Ten action for the first time in 20 days with a trip to Wisconsin, a team that got off to a really tough start this season, but has played better recently. They went 3-1-1 in their last 5. This is going to be a challenge.
Big time. No, I think you're right. I think you can look at their record, and I think everyone knows they're a way better team than the record. Even just looking at watching the games and scores, they probably deserved a better fate, and they got a really good coach and tough building to play in. So, we got to be ready to go and, again, continue to focus on ourselves and keep growing our game.
I think all of their, whether it's wins or losses, they have a few more losses. They already have, 8 Big Ten games under their belts, and I think 7 of them have been decided by 1 goal.
Right.
I think their 6-3 win against, it, Penn State was the only one.
I think 4 in overtime. Yeah.
So their record's a little bit deceiving. Yeah, they opened up and they lost to Lindenwood, but they've obviously, like you said, been playing a lot better, and that record's a little deceiving.
You mentioned the building. This may be a weekend that the Badgers have circled because, remember, Michigan State, well, you remember, won the Big Ten regular season championship on their ice last year, and they may remember that.
Yeah, no, and I even think, this time last year, I think they were ranked 1 and came in at our ranking, right? We won a couple hockey games, and so no, this is why we love playing in our conference. We're really going to get tested, and we're going to have to be at our best if we expect to come out of there with any wins.
So, Knights, you always talk about growth. What kind of growth do you want to see out of your team over the next 2 weeks? These are 2 tough Big Ten road games in tough environments.
I think that's it right there. It's just kind of the first time we've played some road games, but the first time we've really gone into some buildings that have a history and it can get loud, and so learning how to manage the game, learning how to manage momentum, and again, that's excited about that for our team. We haven't had that this year, and it'll be a really good test.
Well, we will be back with more of the Adam Nightingale Show, powered by IBEW NICA 665, right after these words on the Spartan Media Network.
From the biggest of big games to the littlest of the little.
There you go. Go!
Run, James!
No. First base!
Go, go, go!
Whenever you shop Meijer, you help support hundreds of local sports teams across the Midwest. From some of the biggest stadiums in the state to the familiar fields down the street. You're helping make a difference to the people and places you call home. Learn more at Meijer.com/community.
Hey, got one more, Labatt?
Yeah, here you go.
Yo, got one more?
Sure. Who are you?
Hey, have any more?
I'll take one.
Got another Labatt?
Got one more? How did you all get in my house?
Dude, door was open. Heard you had some Labatt.
Yeah, in the fridge.
Crack some Labatt, make some friends, and see where it takes you. Always enjoy responsibly. Beer, Labatt USA, Buffalo, New York. All rights reserved. Labatt registered U.S. trademark of Labatt Brewing Company Limited.
Sometimes we're asked if you need to be a Spartan to be a member of Michigan State University Federal Credit Union. The answer is no. To be an MSU FCU member, you just need 3 things. 1, you love saving money and earning cash back. 2, you have a passion for supporting your community, just like we do. 3, when it comes to your future, you prefer to dream big. If this sounds like you, visit msufcu.org to get started. Of course, if you want to cheer on MSU, we're totally on board with that too. Go green.
Farm Bureau Insurance invites you inside the green for an exclusive dinner with football coach Jonathan Smith. This unique experience includes a private dinner for one winner and 3 guests with Coach Smith. The winner also receives a private tour of Spartan Stadium, an autographed football from Coach, tickets to a future home game, and more. For more details and to register, visit InsideTheGreenSweeps.com. Farm Bureau Insurance, proud sponsor of Michigan State Athletics.
3, 2, 1.
We are back with more of the Adam Nightingale Show, powered by IBEW NECA 665. Our alumni update today falls on blue liner Jared Nightingale. Familiar to you, I'm sure, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
Staple on the MSU D-Corps. Jared played in 156 games for the Spartans from 02 to 06. 2-time assistant captain. Helped lead Michigan State to a Great Lakes Invitational Championship, 2 NCAA tourney appearances, and the 2006 CCHA Tournament Championship. I know maybe when he was younger, he might have been your little brother, but I know you're proud of what he's doing now.
Yeah, he's doing
And he's
a great
coaching
job.
now.
Yeah. So he started coaching. He played maybe 12 years pro, and then got into coaching. He's been a variety of different spots, but was in the American League last year and wanted to become a head coach, and now he's down in South Carolina. Actually, Eric Middendorf and Jeremy Davidson are 2 Spartans playing for him, and they're off to a really good start. I think they're one of the top teams in their conference or their league.
Yeah, he is second place behind Florida Everblades right now. I think just 2 points, but 12-year career playing. I think this is his 6th year coaching, first time as a head guy. And he also does the Great Lake camps during the summer. Is that going to, now that he's a head guy, director of hockey operations, is he going to be able to continue that?
Well, he's got a president, Bud Natalie, who does a heck of a job that kind of runs the business side of it. So he's kind of the brains behind the operation. And so I think with Bud at the helm, it's got a chance to keep going. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're on the air Friday and Saturday at 7:30, both nights on WJIM 1240. You can also listen at MSUSpartans.com and the MSU mobile app. Our next show is 1 week from tonight, Tuesday, December 10th, right here at 1 North Kitchen and Bar on West Saginaw. Coach, thanks for the time. Thanks to Woody. Thanks to Tommy. Thanks to our producer, Noah Kelly, and all the fans here and around the globe. I'm Scott Moore. Go Green!
You've been listening to the Adam Nightingale Show on the Spartan Media Network from Playfly Sports, powered by the IBEW NECA 665. Learn more at IBEWNECA665.org. The Adam Nightingale Show has also been brought to you by Shaheen Chevrolet, offering the largest inventory of new Chevys and pre-owned vehicles in Lansing. Buy, lease, trade in, or sell us your vehicle at ShaheenChevrolet.com. Relax and enjoy the Shaheen difference. Dean Trailways, the official ground transportation provider of Spartan Athletics. Make Dean Trailways your favorite ride. Meyer, the official grocer of Michigan State Athletics. Labatt, crack some Labatt and see where it takes you. 1 North Kitchen and Bar, making good times great. The Michigan Department of Health and Human Services. Raise hope and foster dreams. Start your journey to becoming a foster parent today at michigan.gov/hope for a home. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment. Choose chill. The MSU Federal Credit Union. Spartan fans dream big with MSU Federal Credit Union. The Munn Team. Jan and John Munn at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Tommy Raines Realtors. Realtors that get results. And by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense. The Adam Nightingale Show has been a presentation of Playfly Sports in partnership with Michigan State Athletics. All rights reserved. Join us next time right here on the Spartan Media Network.